Play quickly here. Cleary on this right-hand side. Now Doyle, all too easy. Catch and pass, and they go in through Edward Corsi. Well, that was simple stuff. The scrum. Now Thomas brings it forward. Oh, little tip on players. Glorious here for Ogden. Now steps off the right. Tries to go at the end. Just 10 metres away from the line. Thomas now bring it forward. Oh, floating pass. What a ripping ball from Thomas into the arms of Israel Ogden. Tafua now assessing his options. Will find Leia Tower. Oh, lovely pass from Leia Tower, who lays it on a platter here. Eventually wrapped up here about 3 metres away. Tafua once again popping a little pass. Oh, great strength there from Yates. And my initial assessment was he did enough to put him back into the field of play. Scorer thus far for the Bears. Ball tip on play from James under pressure. The ball comes free. That should be play on now for the Warriors. Going, scoops it up. Now gets out of a tackle. Beats another in the form of Katoa. Bumps off Heyman for the corner. Kalani going with a real captain's knock. Down low there from Tafua. Heyman once more down a short side. Lovely cutout pass. Looking for Martin. Puts it back on the toe. Chase is coming through. Katoa's there. Finally stopped here. Cleary on this left-hand side. Rushing defence from the Bears. Catch and pass. Now the Warriors for the corner. Great finish. Theo Carley bumps. Yates waiting. Sends it back to the right. Thomas, now Marshke, linking up with Toby, who puts it on the toe. Played it there from Callie, and now Callie is off for the prize. Chase is coming across, but he's got speed to burn here. Theo Carley will raise the fist in triumph and goes the best part of 90 metres to score his second. Hat-trick once again. Thomas, good shape. Marshke, now Toby with a bit of speed. This time finds a good ball. Now Tumalatu Brown toes it back towards the middle. Stimson picks it up, fends away from two of them. Now works it to within 10 metres of the try line. Lehman out to this left-hand side. Oh, catch and pass from Leia Tower. Sits up perfectly, and now Carley has a hat-trick.
Changes to their New South Wales Cup team over the last couple of weeks, it's proven not to be a problem. They picked up a 14-point victory over the North Sydney Bears at North Harbour Stadium to break the club record from 1996 for 13 straight wins for their second-tier side. The key players to watch this week were Theo Carley, who picked up a hat-trick, 2 line breaks and 9 tackle breaks, proving this next man up mentality just seems to be going along quite nicely. Tobias Crosby as well was impactful off the bench, while Kalani Galling's leadership continues to be a strong focal point for the Warriors as they continue a charge to a probable New South Wales Cup premiership. For the North Sydney Bears, they were far from disgraced at North Harbour Stadium. Phil Makatoa and Ofahiki Ogden provided the engine room for the middle third, while Suilagi Tumalatu Brown showed that his NRL debut and experience within the Melbourne Storm system is paying off. He had 6 offloads and a nice try assist to Matt Stimson to give North Sydney some life in the second half. Well, our next fixture on the lower grade wrap takes us to Belmore Sports Ground, where we're seeing 2 contrasting teams going head-to-head. It's Canterbury against Manly, and your caller is James Robertson.
Appearance in New South Wales Cup this season. Sexton, cut out pass, comes here for Wilson. Wilson has some speed. He's got support on the inside of Luke Smith. And the captain will stroll over untouched for the opening score. Windsor have been unstoppable at home this season. Otu Kolos, he is straight through the centre, and now supporting up through the middle. They will get a second try, and it's Logan Spinks. It is Chenkum Tong, and now Walsh didn't do this enough last week. Faulalo tried to get to the ball first. It's going to be interesting here. Did it come off the hand there? And Hughes, yawning gap for Hughes, and supporting is Mitchell Woods. He's being chased down, but the chase will be in vain, and Mitchell Woods, the last. They are up over the halfway, and now Woods will take the line on. He'll grab a kick for himself, Mitchell Woods. He retrieves it, and he sends it to the wing, and it's Cassius Tia who puts it down. That means that Woods has to come into play. He sends a crossfield looking for Sewer, and they get to it. Oh, what an effort from Canterbury. It's not Sewer. Can you believe it? It is Logan Spinks. O'Neill, Sexton, kick on the ground. Woods, Tia, they've done it again. Just put everything away, put the victory away. Faulalo, and there it is. Cheekham. Lift up 2-20 against the Panthers. One-on-one steal here for Manly as Walsh put down the phone. Joey Walsh Ball out here and Tuimalo Vayinga. The drought is over. Tia for Walsh, who's taken him right up to the line on a lot of occasions. Vayinga offloads, and now here for Faulalo. No one is in sight, and Clayton Faulalo makes it 3 tries on the bounce here for Manly. And now hesitates. Out the back they go. Cochrane and Jonathan Sewer. Right side. Sexton will chip it over the top. Vayinga's there. So too is Smith. And Luke Smith gets himself a double. And out further here for Walsh. And an offload that really didn't need to be passed. Wilson. I think the whistle's been blown. No, it hasn't. Wilson, he's in the in-goal. And that'll be 50 for Canterbury. Been through the fixtures for later on this afternoon as Spinks takes another blinder. High. Otsu Kolo. They're not done here. 40 seconds remain. They are not finished through. O'Neill. They go from Sexton. O'Neill for Sexton. Now here for Woods. Goes crossfield. Sewer. Tia. Both chasing. Ball bounces in the hand of Cochrane. He gets to the ball. Have a look. He doesn't have a conversion success until now.
Of this Canterbury side, 58 points in this fixture. Manly were just hapless until a late second half flurry gave them a little bit of hope. But Canterbury said hold my beer. They scored 4 tries straight in the final 10 minutes of play. And you know what? They just had to do the disrespectful goal kick as well. Sam Hughes knocking one over right at the end. And there's no surprise that the two halves were the standout. Mitch Wood's 4 try assists, 140 metres. Toby Sexton's game management was really, really sound as well. He picked up a line break assist and a try assist. But it's safe to say the young New South Wales under-19 half definitely overshadowed him. Also, young Luke Smith, who we've seen play first grade at times this year, picked up a double, 140 metres, 2 tackle breaks and an offload. Meanwhile, for Manly, Clayton Faulalo and Joey Walsh are considered big parts of their future, and they showed why with ball in hand. Faulalo picking up a try, a line break and 5 tackle breaks, while Joey Walsh picked up a try, a line break and 9 tackle breaks, with the young Scots rugby half proving to be making the transition to rugby league look just a little easy. Meanwhile, Samisi Kua has been up and down the different pathway journeys on his road to rugby league, but he was one of the pick of the bunch with ball in hand, 3 line breaks, 195 metres, and 5 tackle busts for him. Well, our next match sees us take a trip to Redfern Oval for the clash between the South Sydney Rabbitohs and the St George Illawarra Dragons. It's top of the table via near bottom of the table in a match that could go pretty much either way.
Glover goes long ball over the top. It's landed right in the hands of... Bit of pressure from Humphries from Marker on Glover. Teammates next year. Armour on Goodgion. Goes up, turns around, taps the ball back to Lachlan Ilias. He won't get an easier try than that, Lockie Ilias. Tackle.
Look for the Rabbitohs to run it here.
As they go left. High pass from dummy half. Not the pass you want from dummy half as it goes to Fletcher. Fletcher to Humphries. Humphries is over. That gets it on to Glover. He steps, gets back toward the middle of the field looking for runners. He's found Ilias. Ilias chucks it up over the top. Looked a little forward. But Jesse Williams is steaming onto it. He brings it around under the right ankle problem out the back play. Glover, they're not going to worry about it, the Dragons. They're going to put the foot to the middle, and it's Fangai out the back to Williams, and Williams is in again for a double. The Dragons are starting to put a bit of a gap on here. Sit on.
There's a try saver
the big
there
man
from Fletcher.
himself. As they go back to the middle of the field, he surges towards the line, reaches out, slams it down, try to the Dragons.
Defensive line.
Looking too big, too strong at the moment. Elias out the back to Glover with options. Long ball. It's an intercept by Kayla. It taps back. Ends it up right in the hand of Temuwana Newt. As he goes out the back. Offload to Matthew French. He's over for a try. The Rabbitohs go out in front of Johansson. He's got Ward. He's got a few options here. He goes wide to KO. KO likes to go on the outside. Dummy and go into the backfield. 2-on-1 here. KO to Declan Casey down the touchline. Can Elias round him up? No, he can't. Declan Casey goes in. Shaq shapes to kick. Holds it up in one hand. Flicks it out the back for an offload. They're over for a try, the Rabbits. Big Shaq Mitchell.
Oh, the skills on this bloke, Shaq Mitchell, are unbelievable.
Illawarra Dragons had it all their own way against the South Sydney Rabbitohs, but a late South Sydney comeback made things a bit squeaky bum time for the St George Illawarra Dragons, but they have solidified second spot with this win. Let's take a look at some of the key performers, starting with the home side, and it was Shaquille Mitchell who delivered in the front row. He'll be back in the New South Wales Cup this week, though, just not doing enough to get into Wayne Bennett's starting 17, even with all the injuries going on there. Another one who can find themselves unlucky, Tim Johansson, who's on the edge this week, moved into the middles with the different rotations at times, but he had 4 tackle breaks, 3 offloads, ran over 100 metres. Can't ask for more than that. But it feels like this time is finally going to be time for Tom Fletcher. He's been waiting very, very patiently for this opportunity. He's had over 100 metres this season. He had 3 tackle breaks, 4 offloads in this one, and it's going to be his time, hopefully, when they take on the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks at Gosford this weekend. For the Dragons, Jacob Halangahu continues his rise up the charts for a potential debut later in the season, but as we know with Shane Flanagan, he is very patient and makes them earn it. Jonah Glover's off to South Sydney next year, but he's going to try everything he can to lift the Dragons off the canvas. Just look at some of those numbers on screen. 3 try assists, 2 line break assists, a line break as well. He's a very good runner of the ball, 5 tackle breaks, 3 offloads, defensively very sound too. But also, Ray Faitala-Mariner through the middle third was really strong as well in his 43 minutes. He had a couple of offloads, defended really well, and chopped over around that 10-metre carry mark we always talk about. Well, next out, we're heading up to Lidcombe Oval for the clash between the Western Suburbs Magpies and the Penrith Panthers. The Magpies are having one of their best New South Wales Cup seasons in a long time, but will the Panthers derail their run? Let's find out.
Summerton sees space and Summerton carves them open. Bit into the line. Flung across now. Towelau's there again. Murphy's there again. Kapua's across again. That'll be 16 in 13 games. Still the Magpies bash. Falls. Mason out the back for Fa'atape. Gidley flick Fa'atape. Lob spectacular in the corner. Scott. Towelau digs in and finds Murphy. Couple of dummies, then Farley. Farley almost. Farley is there. Ref will have a chat to the touchy. Right again. Falls again. Mason again. Intercept this time. Problems. Penrith away. Over the 40 they go. Naden coming across. Turn inside for Murphy. Oh, hasn't he got some pace? Macassini gets there to stop it. But the Magpies are defending with a 5-man line. Numbers right for Penrith. Surely now. McLean will roam. He will find the pass. Fanua will find the grass. Hits the grass. Lovadua goes short. It's Ta'ateo again. And this time he's barged through them. Fa'atape for Falls. Falls has kicked it straight into the arms of Murphy, who will take off for the cash. Naden is chasing him hard. Naden is going to go close, but Murphy's going to score. You'd barely even call it a charge down. And Murray and Falls, numbers here. Fa'atape back inside. Dumped it out to El Zakum. El Zakum should get low. El Lovadua and Falls. And El Zakum. Another offload. Fa'atape. Fa'atape. Fa'atape.
And the Panthers able to hang on there for a 4-point victory despite the sympathy of lock forward Riley Price. The Magpies grabbed 2 late tries to make things even more interesting, but it wasn't enough as the Panthers held on for a 4-point win. I want to start with Hayamasi Macassini through the middle third. He's a 17-year-old. And look at some of those numbers against grown men. 14 runs, 141 metres. He regularly earned his side penalties for his good contact through the middle third of the field. Coming out of yardage, coming out of trouble. Bit puzzling to see the Magpies go only to the other side of the second half away from him when he does have that tackle breaking ability, but obviously they knew they had a bit of a weakness on the Fa'atape edge. Next up, Charlie Murray through the middle third. Got through just under an hour worth of football. 17 runs, 119 metres, a line break assist, 2 offloads, 28 tackles as well. A fairly solid display. And then Eliel Zakem, well, you know, the Lebanese international can do some really strong things. A try, a line break, 2 line break assists, a try assist with his offload capabilities, and some strong defence throughout. David Farley, he's had a good little run of form of late. That big intercept that helped change momentum Throw in a line break assist, a try assist, and a try of his own. He had a really solid day. Luke Summerton's defence stands out amongst most. He had 51 tackles in this game, a try and a line break, a couple of tackle breaks as well, while Mav Guy's work rate through the middle third continues to be high. Whether his future stays at Penrith, well, we don't know. It's really meant to be his opportunity to be cracking into this side at the moment. It just hasn't quite been there for him. Whether it's now or never, I think it's pretty much at that point for him. But next up, we're going out to Henson Park for the clash between the Jets and the Roosters. Back in round 12, the Jets put 50 on them. Would it be the same again? Let's find out with Corey Hammond.
In or thereabouts, the 5, and now play on 6 again, the call. They may not need the full set because Nephi Puru will coast in underneath the posts to that left edge. And now quick hands, a chance for Gabrael, back inside, and Puru has another one. And Foley, feign to kick wide, go short side, instinctive play, but he comes up duck egg, and instead the Jets go down the other end, and Gabrael won't be stopped. Another try somewhat against the run of play. One into the Sun Petty, almost lost it. In fact, he did. Play on for the Jets, and now it's a Hepapuru. His brother has 2. He has 1. He fires it back to Rodwell. And then he gets it to Foley. The cutout to Penny. And the Roosters do crack the Jets before half-time. Almost there. And then the crash play. It works a treat. Tails up now for the visitors. Rodwell throwing the dummy and through. Toby Rodwell pinning the ears back, looking for support. He won't need it. He throws the big right foot step. Big chance for the Roosters. It's Rodwell again. He slips a pass out to Barton, and Barton will score. Rodwell plays it. Brother Toby to the air. Can they get a result here? It's not a bad chase. Oh, the chase by Foley. Big opportunity to go the 1 point. Rodwell steps back, takes it. It's an absolute shocker. But he's taken out. He's taken out. And this could complete it. Rodwell with a late penalty goal.
That's all I have to say about that performance. It was a great comeback from the Sydney Roosters, who trailed 24-0 in this game to win 26-24 against the reigning premiers on their home ground. It was a very impressive performance, but an even bigger collapse by the Jets. Now, I want to link that sort of with Michael Gabriel going off the field injured. Now, we're not too sure what the injury was. It may have been some sort of cramp or a hamstring injury. It was his first game back from a similar lower leg injury. He was struggling with the trainer as Hepapuru crossed. So that's something to monitor. He'll probably be named this week, knowing the Newtown folklore. But he did have a really solid game. He had over 150 metres, a try, a couple of line breaks, 7 tackle busts as well. Niwa Pulu's defence has improved tenfold. He only missed 2 in this game, but he had a double backing up in support. He also had 2 line break assists and offload. Hepapuru picked up a try. Only the 8 runs in this game, which is a bit quiet for Hepa standards. 31 tackles, no miss, 1 ineffective. Did concede the penalty, that really changed the game. Next up, Toby Rodwell. Now, this is a young kid that I've got huge raps on for a long time, and he's really shown it in this game. He had over 200 metres, that individual try, and the step he put on Taj forward. Absolutely amazing stuff there. 2 line breaks, a line break assist, 2 try assists, forced a couple of dropouts as well. Hayden Barton's really emerged under the radar for the Roosters, over 150 metres, a try, a line break assist with that beautiful offload to Tyler Moriarty. 31 tackles at a 100% tackle efficiency. Next up, an Iuelu. He got through the full 80 at 9, which is promising. He had over 50 metres, around 89 metres, I think, from memory. Tackle break as well, and a team high 35 tackles. So good to see Benaya pick those reps up after his NRL axing a couple of weeks ago. Well, next up, we're heading over to Canberra for the clash between the Canberra Raiders and the Parramatta Eels. We're going over to Sully.
He's got runners. Which way's he go? He's driving hard, and they do score, the Raiders. Clever work early. They went back to that right edge. Solo tips it on for Cook. Now Stewart floating around. They go wide. Talmore Pio. Talmore me Pio into space. Got plenty of numbers. Looks inside and finds Stewart. And Stewart will race away. Back-to-back, end-to-end stuff for the Raiders. They score off the kick-off. Dunster just got him at the right position. Now Dunster works hard and pressurises Cook with a kick. Now Martin pops it back for Sanders. Sanders reach out, scores. So it was the kick, it was the attack. Lussick goes left, Hunter straightening it up, the wide pass, hitting it at speed. Tago, and they do grab. Let's have a look. Going to point to the spot. They do make the Raiders suffer. Over present he is. It was Packer on that occasion. Cook comes down this right edge. Wait, Ted the chip for himself. Gets the bounce. Takes on the line. Still going. Oh, the ball still. I think that's a try. That's a freakish try. Wait, Ted It is. Adam Cook scored. On the last tackle. They look, hands, Hunter puts a little kick through. They won't fight, they will get there, Namva. Eraz Namva scores. They look and they find strolling through the hole. Mata Airlair. Oh, there's trouble back behind now. Hands for the try line. Too quick. And will score as Mata Airlair just strolled through the hole.
45 minutes of the game, opening up a 22-4 lead before Parramatta came chasing back at the end to make it quite a competitive game in the final analysis. Let's kick off some of the key performers. Chevy Stewart at the back, as always. He's going to be looking for a new club, and performances like this one put him in very good standing for clubs that are chasing a fullback. Look at some of the expansion teams, look at maybe around the league and see their fullback situations and think where you can maybe compete for a jumper, and things could get very interesting. Vana Patuki-Kase's had a season interrupted by injury, but I think this is his best and most complete performance to date so far. A really sound performance from him, while Danny Levi is just Danny Levi at this level. Beautiful pass creation, beautiful short balls that he throws, and he just has an instinctful dart at a dummy half as well. For the Eels, there's a lot of players with first-grade experience getting a crack in their forwards. Luca Moretti was one with just over a half of football, over 100 metres, and he was pretty sound as well. Wimmera Greg, we know about the gauge in Wimmera. He can get a bit angry at times. He had over 100 metres in this one, a couple of tackle breaks and offloads. Meanwhile, Tony Mateli, he set up that try to Brendan Hands, and he was absolutely electric. 167 metres in this one for Tony. Well, it's been an interesting week in the knock-on effect New South Wales Cup, but how does that impact the ladder? Well, let's find out. Looking at the ladder at the completion of round 20, and the Warriors now hold a 5-point gap on the Dragons, which then have a 6-point gap on the Eels on 27 points, who only have a 1-point gap over Newtown, but their loss to the Roosters means Penrith are in striking distance, and the for and against are pretty similar at this point. The Roosters are still a game back from Penrith in the race for the finals. Canterbury, Canberra and Norths are still chasing. Western Suburbs are an extreme outside chance, while I think it's safe to say at this point it'll take a minor miracle for Newcastle, Manly and South Sydney to make the finals. They're just too far back now at this stage of the season. Let's take a look at this week's team of the week now. We're going to kick off with Chevy Stewart at fullback. He had a great game. Sarah Carley and Blake Wilson on the wings. Luke Smith and Michael Gabriel in the centres. Jonah Glover and Toby Rodwell in the halves. Phil Makatoa and Kalani going up front. Luke Summerton at hooker. Hayden Barton and Eliel Zakeem in the back row. Loa Martin locking the scrum. The bench of Nihawai Puru, Charlie Murray, Mav Guy, Tom Fletcher, and the 18th man is Mitch Woods for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. But it's time to go deeper into the game of his life for Toby Rodwell. He is considered the future of the Roosters halves, and it's little wonder why Toby Rodwell is our player of the round after leading the Roosters, picking them up off the canvas to come back from 24-0 down to defeat the Premiers at Henson Park on Saturday afternoon. He had over 200 metres for a half. He had a sensational individual try. That jinkered step out of Tash Ford. 2 forced dropouts, 2 line breaks, a line break assist, 2 try assists as well. He was defensively very sound as well, making 16 tackles, 1 miss. With the impending signing of Daly Cherry Evans, Rodwell has insisted that he wants to stay and learn off him. And with performances like this, without Chad Townsend and an experienced half in the side, just imagine what a bit of experience next to him will do. He gets Jake Elliott back next week as well, and I think this Roosters side has another layer to go to as they look for a semi-final spot. But that for and against does need to turn around. That's the only knock on this Roosters side I have at the moment. It's just that for and against from those thrashings earlier in the season. Just looking a little bit ominous right about now. Well, next up, we're going to the Queensland Cup, and we're kicking off in Burleigh for the clash between the Burleigh Bears and the Brisbane Tigers. A grand final rematch from 2 years ago, but a match that's even more important for both sides' finals chances.
Come in to college. Having 4. Outside. Play on, still 4. Play on. You're going to the floor. Pass good. Yep. Over. Still 4. Up. Down. Hurry. All right, touch. Play on. Backwards. Still 3. I'm behind now. I'm behind. Yep. Is it good? Still 3. Okay. Happy, mate. Go! Stand, come 10. Good! To the ball! I'm happy with the line. Backwards, Burleigh! Still off! Yep. Up, play on! Up! Down! I'm happy with my line. Go 2. Asher! Catch. Outside, boys. You guys still 2. Keep going. Still 2. 2. Up! Up! Still up! Down. Coming into 3. Yep. Outside. Going still 3. Court. Yeah. Round it. Happy, mate. Line's good. Keep going. Round it. Yeah. Happy, mate. Right, we've got there. 3. 3. Keep going. Still 3. Through the line. Play on. Offload. Touch. 0 coming. Touch. 6 4. Offside. 4. Push offside. Down. Yep. 3. Wait. Hold. Hold. Go 2. Good line. Good, Keegan. Catch. I'm behind. Court.
Yep. That they are a complete 80-minute side with a 42-point win over the Brisbane Tigers on their home patch. It was a ruthless display, and it was one man in particular that showed his class. In a 36-minute stint off the bench, Takata Mapapalangi showed that he could be one of the most dangerous impact forwards in the competition. With over 100 metres, 5 tackle breaks and 3 line breaks, he's going to be an absolute weapon on the run into the finals. Josh Rogers has returned from a recent ankle injury over the last month, but he had his most complete performance of the season to date, picking up a line break assist and a try assist, while Lachlan West at fullback has shown that he can be a real attacking weapon. He picking up 2 tries and over 200 metres in a very sound display that included 2 try assists. For the Brisbane Tigers, Josh Smith continues his leading meterage in the Queensland Cup with over 220 metres in this game. He was a bit quieter trying to disrupt some tackles, but outside of that, he was pretty strong as well. In limited attacking opportunity, Taj Woods set it up with a lovely offload to Asher O'Donnell. He also picked up a line break assist, a try assist, and a couple of tackle breaks while running over 100 metres, while Asher O'Donnell, a little bit quiet with the ball in his 80 minutes, but he made up for it with some staunch work in defence, making a team-high 43 tackles. Well, next up on our lower grade wrap, we're taking you all the way out to Brockhampton for the clash between the Central Queensland Capras and the Tweed Seagulls. Both sides have been a bit disappointing this season, but could this be the match for either side to turn it around? Let's find out.
Go, 2. Good line, 2. Confirm 2, mate. That's what we're down. Awesome, come 3, 1. And back. Play on. 2. Up. Down. Yeah. Just go take control. Oh, no! Go. 12, you can go to the bin. Deliberate, you kick the ball. 2. Keep going. 2. Down. Good. Good on. You have it back. Play on. Close contact. Down. Comes with 3. Aaron, you're early. Get the 1. Keep going. All good, mate. Good. Go. Outside plays. 9 metres. So let it play. 1 is hard. Keep going. 5. Keep going. Still 1. Yep. Yeah, good. Watch it. 2 block. Good. Go 10. Whoa. Catch. Oh, hasn't touched him. Keep going, keep going. Down. Keep going, no! Not good. Keep going, Nixon, keep going! Okay, we've got 10. Still 3. Down. Yeah, good. Coming in the 4.
It went right down to the wire, and it was a win for the Central Queensland Capras, and it was a win that they desperately needed to. A 28-24 victory in this one over the Tweed Seagulls. Let's look at some of their key performers in our stats deep dive. James Walsh, he didn't have the 4 tries that he did last week, but he did have a try and a line break in this one, over 180 metres as well. A couple of tackle breaks and an offload. Fast becoming one of the more dangerous players for this Central Queensland side. Connor Rothery as well out there, 160 metres, a couple of line breaks, defensively sound on his wing. That's something we always talk about being very important. When to jam, when not to jam. Rothery did a very good job of that in this game. Tyler Zebanowski is up next. He's been a real toiler for the Central Queensland Capras this season. He's had 42 minutes in the middle third, over 120 metres, a couple of tackle breaks, 100% tackle efficiency rate as well. He was really highly rated by the Dolphins initially, kind of plateaued a little bit, but he's on his way back now. Between Cooper Pye, as always, 55 minutes, over 180 metres, a couple of tackle breaks and an offload, 24 tackles, no misses, a couple ineffective as well. Next up, Lee Turner, he was an absolute beast. 3 line breaks, a try, over 240 metres, 13 tackle breaks for the bloke as well. It was a brutal attacking display from him. Jacob Ailick-Winky now played 80 in the middle third. He's kind of been up and down with his minutes thanks to being a victim of the Des Hasler ball. He's had over 100 metres, which is a little bit down his averages. 25 tackles as well in the middle third in a pretty sound performance for the Papua New Guinea International. Well, next up, we're going over to Bishop Park for the clash between the Norths Devils and the Mackay Cutters. The Cutters have picked up some form of late, while the Devils are looking to keep pace for the top 4.
Come on now, keep going, up, down. Good, Jordan! Go 2, line's good, outside and through the line, down. Good mate, Ace is always through the line. Good work, outside. I think he held it, keep going, it's okay, it's the line's in here. Up, down, sideline's good mate. Line's good. Play on. To left. No touch. Up. Yeah, line's good. Go 2.
He gets there.
Outside.
Keep going.
Defensive.
Yeah.
Good mate.
Keep going. Pass is okay. Keep going. He drops. Go 10-7. Make the line. Hold.
Go 4.
Line's good again. Keep going. Down. Locked up now. Get up now. Get up.
5, 8, 9. So 3 to keep going. Winging it to go.
He's good. He's good.
Good, mate. What's good? All good.
Yeah.
10, come 10.
Just watch Kieran push him back. Keep going. I'm behind it. He's still in. Keep going.
Up.
Keep going. Yep.
I'm good, mate. All good.
No drums here, mate. Yep.
Best of 4, Mackay's goal kicking proved to be the big thorn in their quest to beat the Norths Devils by 24 points to 20 in this one. The Devils scoring 4 tries, but their goal kicking from Jordan Lip proved to be the difference in this one. Let's take a look at some key performers. And I want to start with Sean O'Sullivan, who was dropped from first grade last week. Jake Gabrael moving into the harms there, and he impressed big time, did SOS. He had 2 try assists, a line break assist. Very sound defensively, controlled the team well around the park. Sam Elliott up next, playing 80 minutes in this one after a limited minute role last week. He had over 150 metres, controlled that middle third nicely. Best tackle efficiency of all the middles, over 20 tackles. I think he had like 47 out there in this one. And then also Tony Tamusa. He had 10 tries, 133 metres, 10 tackle breaks in this one, as well as a line break and a 70% tackle efficiency. Well, John Riddell at prop, it's been a real progression year for him. And I think that he's definitely going to get a train and trial this year Where, I'm not too sure. I think the Cowboys might give him a go, just given the lack of middles they've got at that club at the moment. He had 80 minutes of proper gain, 47 tackles, a team high effort there, also 123 metres. But Jimmy Engelick, he had a hat-trick in this game, over 200 metres, 8 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, the best we've seen from him since his return from an ACL injury. I think he did that 2022, so it's been a slow 2 years. He's starting to get back to his best up in Mackay, and then Bailey Gill, 2 try assists, 3 line break assists, dominated the kicking game without Ryan Rivet, just the goal kicking the only negative on the Mackay performance. Well, next up, we're heading over to the Sunshine Coast Stadium for the clash between the Sunshine Coast Falcons and the Northern Pride. The Pride have been this season's biggest disappointment, but can they turn it around against the Falcons? Let's find out.
Come on. You're coming, mate. Yeah, see, mate. All good, zero coming. That's very good. Yeah, clear. Coming in the 4. Stay on contact on the ground. Good out here on the right. Touch, keep going, still up. Good, oh, play on. Oh, down. 4. Keep going to the 4. Until we're getting spot pass. Only 2. That's 3. Yeah. Coming in the 4. Let it go. Go, Benjamin. Jericho 10. 11. Good on the left to the ball. Keep going. All right. Keep going. Yep, good. Bring it back. Hey! Stay up. Keep going. High contact, sit. Yep. Some spins the mitigation, but it's direct high contact. Direct high contact is on the 14 minute. Keep going. Keep going. Touch, 0 coming. Yeah, clear. Yep.
Falcons over a disappointing Northern Pride side. The aggression of this side this season has been one that's been disappointing for everyone involved. Coach Russell Aiken must be wondering what has gone wrong to the side that was within a field goal of making the grand final last season. Let's go to the stats deep dive now. We're going to kick off with Jonah Pezet. 2 line break assists, 2 try assists. He's starting to get back to some form now, Jonah, after an injury-interrupted season. We knew he was coming off that ACL last year, had some hamstring troubles in the pre-season, which were well documented, and then he picked up another knee injury in New South Wales Cup. He's been more consistent since his return into open age football, and it's been some really good signs from Jonah. Lazarus Vaalepu is up next. He had 8 runs, 81 metres, an offload, 24 tackles, 3 missed. I'd like to see a bit more from Lazarus at this level. And then Zion Johnson, he picked up a double over 300 metres, 2 tackle breaks, a line break on its own, and a try assist. He was absolutely electric in this one, and that 90-metre effort just capped it all off. But for the Pride, their standout for me was Nicholas Lanaz. He had a line break, 120 metres, a couple of tackle breaks as well. Really sturdy in the middle. Esamayoka, 100 metres, 5 tackle breaks, a couple offloads. Really firming for a Cook Islands jersey once more this season. And then Dane Orca-Folau, their only try scorer, was great in the middle, picked up a line break, a couple of tackle breaks on his approach to the line, and was really strong in defence. Well, our final game on Saturday took us over to KO Stadium for the clash between the Redcliffe Dolphins and the South Logan Magpies. The Dolphins have picked up some form, but it's a match that South Logan simply had to win.
Holding. Go 3. Pull down. Coming in the 4, Joshy. Coming in. Go last. Take good right. Okay, backwards. Redcliffe. Backwards, Redcliffe. Pull down. Go forward. Through contact. Yeah. Keep going. We're going out here. We've got no impact on it. Only the 5 happy. Yeah, we've scored out here for the impact. Go last. Outside. Good on the right. Still last. Okay. Okay, ball's down on the line. Happy. Thanks, mate. Good touch. Held! Release and square here, John. Kyle. Let's go 4. 4. Ball down. Happy. Here we go. Yeah. All right, 3's in front. 3. Take good middle. Okay. All right. Still playing on and ball down. Last stand. Hold 8. Oh. Wait, mate. Wait. Go last. Chase good. Oh, ball down. Ball down. Chase on side. Ball down. Good. No interference. Ball down. All good. He was up and then ball down. Yep. Wait! Go 4. That's side. Keep going. Yep. Up. Ball down.
South Logan in the second half, doing enough to walk away with a 6-point victory over the Redcliffe Dolphins. A Josh Allen double made things a little bit touch-and-go in the end of the game, but it was overall a strong performance from the Maggies. Stats deep dive time now. We're going to kick off with the man in the middle, Josh Allen. 2 line breaks, 6 tackle breaks, a double. He sort of really came on during the preseason challenge. Did some really nice stuff in the trials. He's been a bit up and down this season, but really consistent now as the Dolphins look for a finals push. Sheldon Pittermar, 2 try assists, 2 line break assists, and offload over 100 metres in a 51-minute stint, while Max Bailey is Mr. Consistent at 13, 66 minutes, over 100 metres, 3 tackle busts, 2 offloads, and 36 tackles. Kobe Black in the middle, he was the real reason why South Logan got the chocolates. His kicking game really on point. 2 tackle breaks, 2 try assists with the boot. Some really nice stuff in this one. He also ran the ball efficiently too. Callum Egerling, he had 63 minutes, a try, a line break, picked his moments, went to run out of dummy half at the moment. He had a couple offloads, 2 line break assists, and a try assist as well. But next up, Rory Ferguson, the captain of this side, played just over an hour worth of football in this game. He had over 100 metres, a tackle break, a couple offloads, and 38 tackles in the middle third. Well, our Sunday feature game took us over to BMD Cougaray Oval for the clash between the Wynnum Manly Seagulls and the Western Clydesdales. It was David v Goliath. Would Goliath dominate once more? There's only one way to find out.
Is far, things open up for Wynnum Manly, and now Ross still going. Tyrone Ross on the inside to Jarvis, and Liam Sutton, he won't be stopped underneath the post. With coming up for Wynnum Manly, only 10 metres out. And Sutton, he'll go himself here. Sutton, and they will not stop him. Liam Sutton. Jarvis sends it to Corrick. Out the back, Sutton. Decoy goes through. Quick hands from Cowley. Side tower. Onto Tuali Kutu. Side tower also there. Last tackle. Roland. Crossfield kick. And, little dropsy here from Wynnum Manly. And Ryder Huth was there. Huth, capital. And 20 out. Sutton, Corrick, far. And it continues on now to Cooper Roberts. Little dummy by Roberts. Still going, Cooper Roberts.
Wynnum Manly Seagulls.
Looking to extend their lead. Sutton. And now the dummy, and he goes himself, the debutant, Cassius Cowley. On to boost. Sydney. 20 away, Sutton to the line, out the back, far, puts on the boot, cleaned up by Boozy, Boozy's away, Caden Boozy over the 30, over the 40, here comes Tuali Kutu, but Caden Boozy, he's got too much speed, and a much needed try from the Clydesdales as he runs the length of the field.
Completely accurate nickname.
And for different reasons, as well as Cassius Cowley opens them up. He's got Saitower on the outside. Chasing is Roland. Kalolo Saitower gets away from him. Kalolo Saitower in front of the chook pen. And now Jordan Grant. Grant will go himself and score. Jordan Grant.
On with a 26-point win over a struggling Western Clydesdales outfit and continuing their high-flying start. And they push for the semi-finals. The Western Clydesdales, they've just not been the same side that they were earlier in the season, and they have been struggling all the way as they come towards the end of this season. But it's time to take a look at some of the key performers. Liam Sutton, no surprise, we're going to highlight him a little bit more in our player of the round. So you're just going to have a look at these stats for now, and we're going to analyse his game a little bit more in detail in a moment. Ben Favo, just under 300 metres for the former Warrior, 14 tackle breaks, the most of the round. Absolutely huge stuff from Ben Farr in this one. 2 line breaks and a line break assist as well. And then you got Cassius Cowley coming down from the Warriors pathway system, was in their Jersey Fleet squad, similar with Gary Tilaketu, who is on the wing this week. He had a try, 2 line breaks, a try assist, 27 tackles as well. Some solid work for the middle third. For the Clydesdales, Caden Boosie picked up the highlight of the week, having a 216-metre game, including a try, 50% tackle efficiency though, so that's something that does need to be improved. He was the most dangerous of all the Clydesdales in this game. Then we got Emre Perro off the bench. I thought he was pretty solid. 47 minutes, just under 80 metres running from 8 carries, so it's sort of the 10-metre work rate that we were looking at. 3 offloads, 24 tackles in this game as well. And then Carl Clement was the pick of the bunch off the bench. 61 minutes played, around 10 runs, 95 metres, a tackle break and offload, and also 32 tackles as well in the middle. Well, our final game of the round takes us to Papua New Guinea for the clash between the PNG Hunters and the Ipswich Jets. The Hunters have only been defeated twice at home all season, and Ipswich are desperate to try and continue their push for a surprise top 4 spot.
But Rimbu now back on the inside and looks so easy from up here. And Jordan Pett goes over to draw, playing it low, drifting across on Matthias. Slicing through the defense and goes right through, no one at home. And this is a walk in the park for Robert Matthias. Goes over, he hits support on his left and right, but still short of the line. Hunters, they've got a long line back towards the open side. Gabrael almost getting away, and he's over. How about that? Gabrael looking for a quick play the ball. Oh, here's the captain, and he crashes over right under the sticks. Referee points to the sport. Try time again. Getting nowhere at the moment. The defense from the Hunters rushing up very quickly off their line, and there's a penalty. And it's gone to the bin. He's placed the ball quickly. No one at dummy half. Finally, Douglas arrives, picks up the ball. Is he over the line? I don't know.
Ref's giving it.
Towards the back end of the set. Brian sends a great ball away. The grabber towards the corner. Oh, this could be a try. The one. And the captain now trying to bounce his way over.
The guts. Yep. Jets
and there it is. Blake plays the ball. They go back short side, fighting
Tiapa. Coming in.
And knocked back. Play on is a call. McDonald now heading for the line. Here they come, the Jets on the counter. The long pass, Pasco.
What numbers now with the jam?
Oh, they got numbers there. The PNG Hunters are shot on that left side. Mamalo sends a Hail Mary pass back on the inside. Who wants it? Pictured by Christian. 6 more is the call, and they will score. And yes, Pasco going over and celebrates a try.
Point victory with an absolutely ruthless first half in this game. Finished 28-0 ahead, but they did kind of fall off in the second half. The Jets picking up 4 tries in the second half to narrowly come within just a convertible try of victory. The Stats Deep Dive tells a strong story for their forwards, something that we've been pretty critical on. The Papua New Guinea side this season, Jordan Pat a try and a line break off a brilliant clap pass, 4 tackle breaks, a team high 31 tackles. That's sort of the effort that you want to see from your leading front rower, and Jordan Pat has been the pick of the bunch for the Hunters, I think it's safe to say, this season. But also Robert Matthias, talk about a run and a half. That 5 tackle breaks, 130 metres, a great try he scored. 26 tackles as well, just the 2 misses for him. And then Douglas David at fullback, he's done a great job replacing Solo Wane, but I just wanted a little more spark from him in the second half, because the Hunters were up by a fair margin. I think Solo Wane has just a couple of those little instinctive runs in this game that kind of give them their momentum back, and that's just what they were lacking a little in the second half as Ipswich were powering on home. For the Jets now, Dion Taupa picked up a line break, 4 tackle breaks, a try assist, a forced dropout, 11 runs, 100 metres as well. Pretty solid from the former Rabbitoh. And then you have Oliver Pascoe, a try, 166 metres out of dummy half, a fair effort, a line break, 3 tackle breaks, an offload too, 37 tackles there, just the 3 misses as well. Very solid, and I expect him to get a train and trial deal at some point. And then you got Blake Lenihan up the middle, a try, 10 runs, 112 metres, 4 tackle breaks, 22 tackles. He lifted Ipswich up off the canvas in Port Moresby. So what does that do to the ladder at the completion of round 18? Well, let's have a look. Townsville at the top of the table, but they've had their 3 byes. Wynnum and North's Devils. That is the clash of country round next weekend. Then it's Burleigh, Redcliffe, Ipswich, the Sunshine Coast, and PNG in the top 8. So it's a very tightly contested finals draw at the moment. Then outside the 8, you've got the Brisbane Tigers just 1 point back, followed by Mackay, South's Logan, Tweed, the Northern Pride. Central Queensland now moved away from that wooden spoon position following 2 straight wins. And then you've also got the Western Clydesdales there down the bottom of the table of just 9 competition points this season. Let's start for this week's Team of the Week for round 18 of the Hostplus Cup. Lockie West is at fullback, Zion Johnson and Jimmy Ingelicht on the wings, James Walsh and Lee Turner in the centres, Jonah Pezet at 5'8", Liam Sutton, our player of the round, once again at halfback, Josh Allen and Takatama Papalangi up front, Callum Egeling the hooker, Robert Mathias and Max Bailey in the back row, Sam Elliott locking the scrum, the bench of Ben Farr, John Riddell, Cooper Bye and Rory Ferguson. Probably the toughest Team of the Week to pick so far. So many positional battles in and amongst it, and it's very, very intriguing. Well, our player of the round, as I alluded to earlier, Liam Sutton, and the scary part is about this bloke is hardly anyone knows who he is, because he went up there to the Wynnum Manly side from Newcastle, and he's really been in such a great run of form of late. He had a 16-point haul in this game, over 200 running metres, 2 line breaks, a line break, a try assist, 4 tackle breaks, a couple offloads in there as well, and a 100% tackle rate. He should get a trainer trial. If he doesn't, I think there'll be some riots in the streets of Wynnum Manly with the form he is in at the moment. So congratulations to this week's player of the round, Liam Sutton. Well, that just about wraps up our program this week, but before we go, we're going to announce the venues for Country Round next week in the Queensland Cup, a very exciting round. We're going to places such as Orgafella, Emerald, Charters Towers, Gunnedah, Yarrabah, Maramba and Goondiwindi, so some very exciting venues that we're heading to this week for Country Round, and it's going to be a joy to bring you some of the surrounds on the show next week. Well, that's it for us. Thanks very much for your company, and we'll catch you next week for an exciting look at Country Round.